Welcome to Video Rental, your retro movie hub. Join us as we rewind through the iconic films of the 70s, 80s, and the occasional 90s gems. From cult classics to blockbuster hits and even some infamous flops, we're covering it all. So grab some popcorn, get cozy, and let's dive into the wonderful world of retro cinema together. Dougie, how we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Doug, how we doing?
I'm here. I'm good.
You're here. You look exhausted.
I'm tired. Yeah. It's all right, though.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. All right, so on today's episode, we are going to be covering First Blood, 1982. Doug, when was the first time you saw it?
I'd say it was probably I probably caught bits and pieces of it when it first came out, because I know it was one of my dad's favorite movies, but it's probably in the late 90s before I actually saw the whole movie.
Yeah. Dougie?
No, I don't even know the first time I saw this. I just saw it on TV one time.
Okay.
And then I watched it a few times after that off of streaming services, but
All right.
yeah.
I don't know. This was probably another, standard movie to watch in our household growing up. Seen all the Rambos and everything, and it was probably in the early to mid 90s when I saw this one. I mean, it was TV, of course.
Yeah. It's edited.
Yeah. Oh, very edited
for TV.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, probably in the mid 90s, I'd say. So I'm going to read the plot of the movie. A veteran Green Beret is forced by a cruel sheriff and his deputies to flee into the mountains and wage an escalating one-man war against his pursuers. So,
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty simple. All right, so I'm going to read some vitals. So the movie came out October 22nd, 1982.
Right before Halloween.
Doug, I always ask you this. How old were you?
In 82, I was 7.
7. I wasn't born. And we know Dougie.
Well, hush.
It has a IMDb score of a 7.7. Personally, I think it's a little low, but that's still a good score.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get into it.
Yeah. It's got a tomato meter critic score of an 86%. And an audience score of 86%.
That's funny.
So they actually agree on something for once. The budget was $15 million, and the box office was over $125 million. So
it did okay.
Yeah, it did pretty well.
They probably blew it on the helicopter. It was all their money.
Yeah, probably. It's got a runtime of an hour and 33 minutes, which I think that's perfect. Mm-hmm. It's rated R. Of course. And here's the tagline for it. There were several, but this is the one that kind of popped up first. This time, he's fighting for his life. I don't think. Well, I guess I could say because he was always fighting for the country when he was
somebody else
during Vietnam and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, that's the reason I've never heard that one.
Yeah. So the cast, Sylvester Stallone, and we all know he's known for the Rocky, Rambo movies, Demolition Man, Get Carter.
Cobra.
I didn't even put Cobra on there.
Jeez.
Was you not thinking about it or something?
I may not have been, honestly.
He had one job.
Oh, you mean the millions of jobs I have doing this podcast? Oh, yeah, just one job.
Hush.
One more.
So, the Expendable movies, what is there, 4 or 5 of them now?
Is it 4?
I think there's 5.
I think it's 5.
Yeah. I didn't see the last one. I heard it wasn't that good. I don't know.
It's getting kind of old, so.
Yeah. So, he's known for the Creed movies. And also, currently he's known for Tulsa King, which is a great show. Mm-hmm. And I think, they're coming out with 3rd season, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got Richard Crenna He's known for Rambo: First Blood, 2 and 3. Summer Rental. Who was he in Summer Rental?
I was sitting there as you said that, and I was like,
I think I always get Summer Rental mixed up with what's
John
the
Candy?
one? Yeah, the John Candy one, but it has
that's Summer Vacation, isn't it?
Is it the one with Dan Aykroyd in it? What's that one?
Oh, that's Great Outdoors.
I always get those two mixed up. I don't know. I guess it's around the same time.
Yeah.
Hot Shots Part 2, and then he's got over 100 acting credits. Brian Dennehy, which I think he's great in this. Mm-hmm. He's known for Cocoon 1 and 2, Silverado, Presumed Innocent, Tommy Boy, Jack Reed, Romeo and Juliet, Assault on Precinct 13, and Ratatouille.
Who is he in Ratatouille?
I don't know. I've only seen Ratatouille once, but
I've watched it a million times. I don't know what voice he was.
I don't know. That was probably right before he died, I bet.
Yeah.
Probably down the line there. Bill McKinney. He's known for Deliverance, The Outlaw, Josie Wales, The Gauntlet, Every Which Way But Loose, Pink Cadillac, Back to the Future 3, City Slickers 2, and The Green Mile. We also have Chris, Mulkey? He's known for 48 Hours, Rain Man, Broken Arrow, Cloverfield, The Purge, and Captain Phillips. David Caruso. Honestly, I only know David Caruso for literally one thing other than this movie. And so we got Officer and a Gentleman, Twins. Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in Twins. Hudson Hawk, NYPD Blue, and CSI Miami.
All I remember from is like NYPD Blue and CSI Miami.
The CSI Miami is the only thing that I remember him from. And I couldn't stand CSI Miami, honestly.
Yeah, he was a lot older now.
Yeah. We also have Bruce Greenwood, Saint Elsewhere, Knots Landing, Double Jeopardy, The Core, iRobot, National Treasure, Book of Secrets, Star Trek 09, and Into Darkness, and Dr. Sleep. Trying to think who that is. Bruce Greenwood. I don't know.
You should put the character.
I know.
Who they play.
I might need to start doing that because
It was Dr. John something. Dr. John something.
I don't know.
In Rambo?
No.
Oh.
It's,
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
I don't know. I ain't seen Dr. Sleep.
Oh, you need to watch it. It's great. So we got screenplay by David Morrell. He actually wrote the novel for this. I don't know if you guys knew this was a book.
I didn't know that.
The book's a lot. From what I've heard, the book's a lot darker than this.
Oh, they're always more descriptive about the kills inside of a book than they are in a movie.
Yeah, definitely. Michael Kozol, William Sackham, and Sylvester Stallone. He helped write the screenplay. Produced by Mario Kazar.
Yeah.
And pretty much these four people, they kind of all work together a lot. Man, I'm struggling with some of these names. Fetchin,
Sure.
Herb Nannis,
Yeah.
Andrew G.
Easy.
Vajana.
Yeah. That sounds good.
These four guys, they're known for producing a ton of 80s, 90s, and even 2000s action movies. Like, they worked on dozens and dozens of them. Music by Jerry Goldsmith, and he's got a pretty long career here. He's known for Planet of the Apes movies, Chinatown, Logan's Run, The Omen, Alien, Star Trek, the motion picture, Poltergeist, Twilight Zone the movie, Gremlins 1 and 2, Hoosiers, all the Rambo movies, The Burbs, Star Trek 5, Total Recall, Basic Instinct, Rudy, Congo, Star Trek First Contact, The Mummy, and many, many more.
He was the guy apparently in the 80s, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Filming location was British Columbia, Canada.
Oh.
And you can actually still visit the town that he's destroyed.
Oh, that's cool.
I think they still have when you see him walking at the beginning there, they still have the
Steel Bridge?
Well, no, not the bridge, but the sign as you're walking into the town. It's still standing up. Production company was Orion Pictures, which they died in the 80s. That was a pretty failed company. They tried to do too much and just couldn't handle it.
You couldn't hang with Canon, huh?
Yeah. And directed by Ted Kochchiff.
Sure.
The only other thing he's known for, maybe this is the only thing he else did, was Weekend at Bernie's. Dougie, you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
Okay.
Come on now. You know the answer to that.
Well, you never know.
There's a few little gems from the 80s I know, but I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to read some trivia. The large piece of rotten canvas that Rambo finds in the woods and cuts into a makeshift coat was, in fact, not a movie prop, but a real piece of rotten canvas found by the film crew during the movie's production. Since there was only one piece, Stallone joked about how the canvas became a treasured prop on the set. After filming ended, Stallone kept the rotten canvas and still has it in his possession to this very day.
Oh, that's cool.
If it even actually still together.
Decomposed now.
I mean, unless he has it framed or something. Many of the extras who appeared throughout the film were local townsfolk who were recently left unemployed when a nearby mill had ceased operations. They were more than happy to have the cast and crew of the film there to provide them work opportunities.
That's cool.
That'd be like when the paper mill closed in Canton. If all of a sudden
let's film a movie.
They filmed a movie there.
Now we get to blow it up.
Stallone accidentally broke the nose of Alf Humphreys Lester. Oh, the one. Remember the one that's he. I think he punched as he was escaping the police station.
I was gonna say
the one that was in the helicopter.
No. He was literally. I think he was carrying coffee. So he was coming back to the police station, and Stallone punched him and knocked him out a window. I think that was him.
Oh,
he's the only one I think that has a broke nose.
Did it a little too hard.
Yeah. He said
authenticity
during the escape scene by elbowing him in the face, which is why he is seen wearing a Band-Aid throughout the rest of the film. Say that word for me. I'm terrible.
Coincidentally.
Yes. This is what Rambo does to a policeman in the novel during the exact same scene.
Oh, meant to be.
All right. Doug, do you want to read us some reviews and tell the people?
Tell the people how wrong some people are?
Yes,
sure,
definitely.
Sure.
Start with the haters.
Oh, yeah, you got to start with the bad ones. 1 out of 10. Horrible film. Acetylcholine? Yeah. July 14, 2011. Personally, I found all those Rambo flicks to be pathetic, boring, and worthless. This was the first installment of this pathetic franchise, and it also one of the worst movies ever made. Being overrated, boring, cliche, even for the time this was made, and it was also a very ugly film. Awful, awful movie. This movie is awful beyond relief, and it is one of the most overrated movies ever made. There isn't anything good about this movie. It was terrible, tedious, irritating from beginning to end. I hate this movie. I think it was the biggest disgrace from the action genre, having a very negative influence on it. And personally, I think it's the worst war movie ever made.
Yeah, he should go take some more of the drugs that he named himself after.
Man.
Jeez. That dude, Tylenols for headaches, Midols for cramps.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. After so many episodes we've done here and looking at all these reviews, I have never once gone and reviewed a movie. I don't have the desire to go. If I hate a movie, I just will never.
I just tell my friends it ain't no good.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, that's because you're not a keyboard warrior.
Well, but I'm
Like
just
these
saying,
people.
if you hate this movie that bad, why do you need to go make a review on it?
Yeah. Let's ruin someone else's day. Listen to this, guys. This was January of this year. 2025. Let it go, or I'll give you a war you won't believe. Yidmar 42. 1982 must have been a hell of a year for films. The film itself and the performance of Stallone were both worthy of Oscars in terms of realism and screenplay. It's an exceptional war film, which all war films after struggled to obtain. It also touches on a very real problem of PTSD and the treatment of soldiers post-service. I can't recommend this film enough for lovers of the genre, but I'm guessing if this is your genre, you've already seen it, and it's your top 3. It's a great, uncomplicated action thriller, which is great to watch throughout, always keeping you watching. Some iconic lines coming from some great script writing. See, that's just amazing to me. Somebody this recent has that much appreciation for it.
That's good. We need more people like that.
Yeah. They got the line wrong, though. It's don't push it, not let it go.
I think he says it twice.
No, he says it. He says let it go.
It says don't push it.
He says let it go as well.
Oh, God.
Dougie, I've literally seen this movie at least a dozen times.
Okay. Let's hear
All
what
right.
these other people. You're going to upset our ones of fans.
Ones of fans.
4 out of 10 misses the mark. GCD 70, October 1st, 2007. Ted Kocheff's film tries to make a serious comment on how the Vietnam War affected many of its soldiers. First Blood gives us John Rambo Stallone, a man pushed too far by the local law enforcers in a small U.S. town, angry. He declares a war of his own against them. The action is not bad, but is probably the wrong vehicle for Kocheff's to bring his message across. With perhaps Stallone's, Rambo is the wrong sort of hero. He is good in the action sequences, however, he is a little too unbelievable and unstoppable to be taken seriously. The attempt to an emotional ending to the film also fails mainly due to the fact that we can barely make out what Stallone is saying. Where are those subtitles?
Let me just stop you there, Doug. I was listening to the BMR, and they were doing Judge Dredd, and they were making fun of Stallone so much because you could barely understand him in Judge Dredd.
The only line you can make out, I am the law.
I am the law.
Was this movie pre or current Coke Stallone?
I would say this is probably before.
This is probably the beginning.
It might even be right before.
This may be a first sampling of Coke Stallone.
He had a couple moments in
Rocky
this movie.
was 78, 77?
Yeah, because 82, because he done maybe Rocky 2 or something by then. So 82. So it might have been like right before he doing Coke.
Yeah. He was still kind of healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy, 8 out of 10. Constant action, brilliant acting, and a decent soundtrack. Bob Man. 999. September 8th, 2003. Many people say that this movie is cheesy. It's 1982, for God's sake. It's not even that cheesy like the sequels. There is constant action right from the beginning. The movie is definitely one of the top movies of all time. The ending isn't typical at all. It's actually a brilliant ending. This movie almost got an Academy Award. I believe that it should have because it's very different from every other action movie. It follows no previously used plot in any way. The soundtrack at the end is excellent and well-timed. Go and watch this movie. Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
All right, now we got Mr. Eberts. Let's see what he thinks. First Blood is a film with great physical action scenes that, thanks to Sylvester Stallone's performance. However, the movie's message is handled in a heavy-handed way, relying on cliches and formulaic dialogue. The film's strongest moments come when Stallone's character's return to a returned Vietnam veteran is on the run in the forest using survival skills to evade the police. The movie's conclusion, with Stallone's character taking on a whole town, feels over the top. Over the top.
No.
This was pre-over the top, so you could say that might be where they got the title. Well placed and features good performances from Stallone and Richard Crenna and Brian Dennehy. 3 out of 4 stars. Nice. Well, I mean, he enjoyed it, so.
Yeah, I mean, 3 out of 4. That's a great. I feel like that's about average of what everybody else is kind of giving it. So
he's usually pretty critical too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks, Doug.
Absolutely.
I will say this before I get started with the scene. I will say when I've watched this 100 times or whatever, the small town feel. I don't know if you've ever, Doug. I don't know if you've ever lived in a super small town like this, but I have, and it really captured the
small town.
Small town, yeah. I've lived in a few of them. Actually.
I mean, I lived in one almost identical to this with the same sheriff. Everybody knew. He knew everybody's business.
Yeah,
and it just didn't. It was minus the mountains. It was flat. You know? But oh yeah, and if somebody, this was very typical. If you were just somebody walking through the town. Mm-hmm. Everybody automatically, who's this guy? We don't want him around.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's I thought it was very authentic.
Yeah,
for the time period.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, so I'm going to go through our scene by scene here. So scene 1, John Rambo, returning home from Vietnam, visits an old war buddy who has passed away. Sheriff what is that? Teasel arrests Rambo for vagrancy, but he escapes and reveals the torture he endured in Vietnam during booking. Rambo fights back against the police, eliminating each officer as he escapes. He steals a dirt bike and seeks refuge in the dense woods.
So, okay. The sheriff come off as being a total dick.
Oh, yeah.
To him. I mean, but at the same time, he was thought he was doing the right thing for the town.
Yeah.
So people had a reaction. I remember, growing up in this era, people had a reaction to strangers walking around. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was always, you see anybody you don't know, who is this? Call the cops, you know? So, and the scene where, he goes to visit the friend. I thought, that's really the only time you actually saw a smile on his face when he saw the kids playing.
Oh, yeah. It was downhill from there.
I mean, that was the last time you saw him happy.
Yeah.
And it was sad because when he went and found out the woman, he was saying, oh, I got this is my friend, and I'm really, He found out he had cancer. So it's what, I'd say... How many years would you think? It's probably 15 years after the war.
Because Vietnam, ended in 68 or 69?
I think in 69.
69?
Maybe in early 70, but...
Yeah.
So 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that, 10, 12 years.
Well, and no telling what Rambo was actually still doing. Like, he still might have been in it, still serving,
Oh, yeah, after the fact.
Yeah.
And you find out later when he at near the end of the movie, he finds out that he's the only one still alive. He'd been going back trying to find everybody, and it don't come out and say that. He just going around trying to find all his old people he served with.
Yeah, his old buddies.
Yeah.
75. Oh, we were way off.
Wow.
5.
Wow. So it only been 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was probably still with his general. He was probably still serving, still doing missions and stuff like that or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once it was over, they probably didn't pull out for another year or two.
No. Doug, you mentioned one thing about the sheriff. He also said something that really stood out to me is he pulls up, he's talking to Rambo for a second there, and he's like, wearing that. What does he say? Wearing that jacket don't make it right, or something like that.
Wearing that flag, talking about that flag on it.
Yeah, and see, I think there was because I've watched a lot of history stuff. I remember studying all this stuff in school and stuff. A lot of people couldn't stand these people when they came back from Vietnam. From the war
they got spit on, and they didn't come back to anybody cheering or parades or.
Well, they a lot of them called them baby killers and all that stuff. I mean, Vietnam, that was a horrible war. That was I actually I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it was a very pointless war. I mean,
what did we accomplish? Nothing.
We shouldn't have got involved with it. No. I mean, nothing changed.
Nope.
But he starts walking in this little town, and They mention it later on in the movie where, I think the general is the one that mentions to the sheriff, he's like, on his gravestone, he's going to be
Colonel.
A colonel, I'm sorry. I keep on saying general. Yeah, colonel. He says, what was he arrested for vagrancy?
That'll look good on his stone at Arlington.
Yeah. And then they also start kind of like, torturing him and stuff. And I will go ahead and say, I mean, he is an asshole.
Oh yeah, and they don't cut him any slack.
No, he could have at least like just maybe taken him to got him something to eat or whatever, and then maybe said, all right.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if you wanted him out of town, if he wants something to eat, why don't you drive him somewhere to get something to eat? You know?
Nope. There's a
30 miles up.
30 miles up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always couldn't stand him in this part.
Yeah,
he played a very good villain, though.
Oh yeah, and then you almost empathize with. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I do, but okay. So also in this scene when they want to clean him, they take out a big fire hose and start spraying him off, and that's when they find out. They see all the scars on his back, and
they were trying to fingerprint him, and he wouldn't. He put his fingerprints down, and that's when they said, "Clean him up." And they made a comment. They called him a hippie because his hair was so long.
Yeah. And then they want to dry shave him.
Yeah. It's like, he's tough. Dry shave him. And they pulled out that straight razor. I'm like, okay.
And that's what got him.
Set him off. Yeah.
And then we see little glimpses. It's only like 1 second, just glimpse of what his torture. I mean, they show that one, just the one glimpse where he's getting cut
across the chest,
while they're torturing over in Vietnam and stuff. And
he gives in. I mean, he fights it at first, but then he thinks about it, and it takes him a minute to relax.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And then, he starts beating up all these different cops and everything. And he kicks Brian Dennehy down. I think he kicks him down the stairs, and then he just keeps on going. And then he pushes that guy out the window.
Well, I wasn't expecting the sheriff's department to have like that big of a basement. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense having a basement up there, but
because it didn't look that big.
Because it's funny, that's where they do all their work is in the basement.
Yeah,
pretty much when they're booking somebody.
It's just a typical '80s fight, very cartoonesque and
over exaggerated.
Yeah, it looks funny.
Well, and you also got to think this guy, he is not just a normal Vietnam veteran. He wasn't he like part of like the special forces or something like that?
Oh yeah, they sent him into. I mean, it was like sending Schwarzenegger in. You sent that guy in to change the government to a certain degree. So he just like.
Yeah, because what
destabilize the government.
Colonel says it later on, but he says something like he was trained to live off in the woods.
Ignore the pain.
Ignore the pain. Yeah. And when you were reading those reviews, somebody said, and it kind of bugged me that they were just saying it was just like everything was cheesy, and
they've obviously never seen Rambo 3.
I hadn't seen Rambo 3 in probably 25 years, I'd say. I mean, it's been forever.
I mean, compare. It's almost like you can't really make these a trilogy because one was so different from 2 and 3.
I feel like one is it's a totally different movie. It's almost like they restarted with the sequel.
Yeah. It's almost like one was some kind of memory he had or something.
And it's almost like in the when they did the sequels, he became like a what am I trying to say? Like
mercenary for hire.
Well, no, I was gonna say like an icon in the 80s. Like that's what everybody thinks of when they think of Rambo is in the sequels. They don't think of Rambo from this first one.
Wearing the little necklace on.
Yeah, and he's got the big long, curly hair that
bulked up about 20 more pounds of muscle. Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, that's what all the female teachers look like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The PE teacher you had looked like John Rambo. Yeah. They didn't have good looking teachers back when I went to school.
But
yeah, I think that just has to do with the depth of emotion that he had in this movie. Mm-hmm. They did a very good way, or they portrayed how he felt after the war and everything very well, and I think that added a whole nother level to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed
the way it was in the newer ones.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you guys got anything else for scene 1? You want to move on to scene 2?
No, other than I like that dirt bike.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny how he knocked that guy off the dirt bike and then just took off of it.
Another typical 80s scene. There's a dirt bike out of nowhere. He hops on it.
I mean, that was everybody had dirt bikes.
Well, okay, I will say this: I thought it was funny. Brian didn't he took that car everywhere in the woods. He was going off in the fields.
This showed how them cars were tanks.
Oh
man.
Yeah, definitely.
He didn't stop till he flipped it over.
I know. Oh, it was great. All right, let's move on to scene 2. Rambo finds an old tarp and covers himself as he climbs the mountains. The police hunt him with dogs. Rambo falls into trees after jumping off of a cliff. Deputy Galt shoots at Rambo from a helicopter, but Rambo throws rocks, causing Galt to fall out and die. Rambo sets traps in the woods, eliminating each cop one by one.
That is so goofy. Throws a rock and he just falls out of a helicopter to die.
Well, it's because he wasn't holding on to anything. He was literally sitting on the edge.
You get hit with a rock and you're going to sit here and fall out of a
Well, he didn't.
What are you doing?
It wasn't even he hit him with a rock. He
hit
cracked the windshield and
helicopter.
it spooked the pilot.
Yeah. Because
he unhooked his harness.
Yeah.
So he could get steadier aim with his hunting rifle.
Well, see, and even the pilot was saying, the helicopter pilot, even he was saying he was having a struggle because
of the wind
steady,
right there between
yeah. So
still goofy.
I thought it was fitting for that.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Well, see, and Galt's the one that really kind of tortured him.
Oh yeah, I think if it had been the younger guys with him down there, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
but that guy was
well because in the first scene where they're in the jail cell, like Galt he's like, all right, turn around, and he walks up and just hits him in the small of his back.
Oh, that made his back hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't gloss over the one iconic thing we haven't. When he finds that knife on him, everybody had to have a Rambo knife. When I was a kid, with a compass in it and matches.
That thing became so famous.
Dude, the knife got more famous than he did, I think. It was just, oh, look, it's a Rambo knife. Every time you see one, it's a Rambo knife.
Is there even actually a name for that kind of knife?
It's just a tactical knife.
It's just a tactical hunting knife. That's all I don't know. I'm sure there's a military name for it.
Yeah.
It's survival knife.
Survival knife. Well, yeah, because it doesn't it have like a compass?
Yeah, the cap you flip over, it's got a compass in it.
Probably a little compartment you can hold some matches or something in it, maybe.
They usually come with matches and some fishing line and a couple hooks.
Yeah, because he is it in this scene? Yeah, in this scene when he falls to the trees and he takes out that helicopter, he starts sewing his arm up.
Dude, okay. This 1982, that was such a cool. How'd they make it look like the cut itself was bleeding? Because it looked real.
I noticed it every single time. I'm looking straight at it, and it looks like he's really bleeding.
Sewing himself up. Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea
it's
how they did
that. It's almost like every heartbeat's like.
Because I can't.
Anybody that good in the 80s?
It doesn't. There's no makeup.
No.
Nothing.
Because he's all sweaty. I don't know, man.
I don't know how they did it.
It was excellent.
It was great.
It was great.
Be surprised if it was actually real and he's just.
With Stallone, it would not surprise me. With him,
I still have a scar.
I mean, because you could tell it was definitely superficial. It wasn't an open deep wound.
Yeah.
It probably didn't really need to be, but I don't know, unless somebody was like behind his shoulder rinsing it with saline water at a certain, and there was a little cut there. I don't know.
The only thing I could think of is there had to have been some kind of tube that was going to that wound to be able to pump out the blood.
Yeah, but how?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. Unless it was some kind of...
No, they couldn't have made a prosthetic arm.
No, it definitely was not a prosthetic arm, but it was like almost like maybe it was some kind of like patch on his arm and they just literally covered it up with makeup. And then so as he was sewing, the blood was coming out of like the pocket of...
I don't know. But
I don't know.
This is awesome.
It looked
great.
It looked real, like really real.
Yeah.
And it would not, like I said, it would not surprise me if Stallone actually
did sew himself up. Yeah,
because he goes a little far sometimes. But
I was going to say this is probably very early cocaine. He probably had a couple hits and like, I'll sew myself up.
pump me up first, and then I'm gonna sew myself.
He didn't even feel it.
So yeah, we see Galt
falls out of the helicopter.
Out of the helicopter.
And I was the first thing I thought, go get his jacket, because you're freezing.
Yeah.
And he gets his jacket, the radio's broken. Or no, what was broken? Was the radio broke?
I don't think he had. No, he
broke on
no
the rocks.
No, he grabbed the radio because that's where he had Galt's radio through the rest of the movie.
Maybe it was this. Oh, I think it was the stock of the rifle got broken.
Maybe. So he had his gun, he grabbed his jacket, and he grabbed his radio because that's how he was able to listen to them later on when he found that
right.
cave and stuff.
And the booby traps, dude. It was so Predator-esque. All the stuff he made,
dude.
Yeah, you were thinking it. You thought
it was awesome. It was awesome.
Especially when the one I saw it when you could see where he was laying on the ground waiting on him to step around the tree.
Yeah, it's so funny because the last time I watched, I rewound it because I was actually looking for him, but I didn't see him, and so when I rewound it, I was like, okay, there, oh, there he is. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, if you wasn't looking for him, you wouldn't see it.
Well, yeah, he so slowly starts taking out all these different cops. So like you said, he sets all these booby traps.
He breaks the one's arm.
The one with the branch that has the spikes that he carves. He's like, what is it? What is it? Walt? Will.
Dude, I mean that was just way too close to Happy Town to be getting spikes. Oh
yeah.
God.
Well, and then that old guy that has the dogs that are trying to find him.
Yeah.
He sends I think they were Dobermans.
Like Dobermans, yeah.
He sends those after, and I mean he probably I know he shot one of them.
Yeah, because you hear the one gunshot,
but then he's out of bullets,
and then you hear.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the dogs are gone.
But then,
Same thing. You think about it. I mean, if he really did just get out of Vietnam, he's just using prior knowledge to.
Oh yeah.
Take everybody.
He's probably done this
training.
before.
I mean,
Exactly.
that's like at guerrilla warfare at
its finest.
core. Yeah.
Well, I could be completely wrong with this, but I'm pretty sure the United States back during the Revolutionary War invented guerrilla warfare. Because that's how we beat the British during the Revolutionary War. Because, the British, they wanted to walk
straight
take
out.
turns shooting each other.
Yeah. But we would hide, come out, shoot.
Flank
and then
behind
hide.
a tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, Britain.
Sorry not to offend all of our British listeners if we have
won,
any.
It's okay.
It's probably one if we do.
It was.
It was. But no, I love that scene where he sets all the traps and just starts taking them all out. And then the one he sets up one of the cops and causes that other cop to shoot his own.
It was just a jacket. It was the one guy's jacket.
Well, no, because one of them gets shot by another cop. Like I think he's holding him up, and he's like, "I got him," and then he shoots another cop.
Shoots through the jacket and hits another cop.
Is that what he does?
Because they're doing that pattern. He already knows how they're going to search.
Yeah.
Grid search.
Yeah.
So he set it up to where, because the lightning would flash and he saw the shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. And everybody just starts shooting.
Yeah. Well, and then we see the infamous scene of Brian Dennehy's the only one, or Will's the only one left And then he's walking, and all of a sudden, Rambo comes up with him right behind him with the knife.
Right in his throat.
Right in his throat.
Yeah.
And he's he says what he says, and then you could see Will. He's just like, he cries because he probably shit his pants.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude's got a 12-inch knife,
Big old Bowie blade from Todd.
sitting there, and he just took out. Because it was funny because they kept screaming for people. Where's such and such? Oh, he's quiet. He's gone.
Yeah.
Because you'd hear them all yelling back and forth, and then there's one voice. There's 3 voices, 2 voices, 1 voice, and then the next thing it was just him, and then here he comes. Rah!
Yeah.
That knife up to his throat. And he's like, pretty much he told me I could have killed everybody.
Yeah.
And he didn't kill any of them. That's what, he didn't kill any of them.
Yep.
And the first guy wasn't his fault, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah,
Let it go.
And then he takes off.
It was awesome. Oh, let me mention the one officer. Like Rambo, like ties him down with a wire, so he's got like a wire around his throat. No, he ties him against a tree, and so he's got like the wire against the tree. And, it's awesome. Well, you guys got anything else for that scene? You want to move on to scene 3?
Yeah, we got to get into the National Guard.
All right. So, scene 3, the state police aid in the manhunt. Will and Captain Dave Kern discover Rambo's mistreatment during the booking. Rambo's trainer from Vietnam, Colonel Samuel Troutman, arrives to rescue him. Rambo hides in an old mine shaft. Will plans to lure Rambo out with Troutman. Rambo breaks radio silence, revealing his location. The National Guard finds and chases Rambo into the mine, shooting a rocket launcher that explodes, presumed killing him.
They did a really good job with scenery in this movie, too. Mm-hmm. Like, if you think about it, typical 80 movies or whatever, you don't see a lot of, like, it's all just, like, shot in one place. Mm-hmm. This movie, they move around a lot. Like, you start as in the town, then you go to the jail, then you're in the woods in the middle of nowhere, into a mine shaft, then back in the town. It's all over the place.
And it was like, like you say, you could tell that he was using the terrain to his advantage.
Yeah.
Because it was making it harder and harder and harder for them to follow him.
Yeah, I mean, these cops are not used to dealing with something like this, especially in the woods, somebody that's trained to hunt people.
So I'm saying, in this movie, in my opinion, the way they filmed it, the scenery, and then just like his overall tactics is what makes it Rambo, in my opinion, more so than it just being Stallone being the front of it, which he did a great job, but, it could have been anybody, and I think it would have still turned out.
Well, what do you think about when Troutman shows up? I'm just here to check on my boy. I was like,
your boy.
That just pissed Will off there.
Well, and that's when the state police, I guess he's the captain, finds out that Will and the rest of them mistreated him.
Yeah. And
he's
that's when he told him, what I do in my house is,
he's like, asshole.
And then they find out, right before he takes all the cops out, that's when they find out who he is, because they take his dog tags.
Oh, yeah.
And they did a check on him. They found out he's a Congressional Medal of Honor winner, the Silver Star.
He's got like every medal possible. But yet he was arrested for vagrancy. Awesome. So, he hides out in this old mine shaft, and, there's that one scene where he's hunting that boar.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just takes like a giant leg of the boar and
he brings it with him. It's got me a ham. And he told like the dude what was a funny thing. Every time they found that knife, what do you hunt with that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with that? Hunting. What do you hunt with that? Anything, anything he wants.
So he takes that boar's leg, and he goes into the cave there, and he makes a fire and starts cooking it, and that's when they're trying to
coerce him out.
Yeah, trying to. Well, they're like they radio him, and he's sitting there listening, so he's just he's not responding. But then as soon as Troutman starts calling him, he wakes up And he's like, they're all dead, sir.
Because he's using his call signs?
Yeah. It's an awesome scene.
I mean, how many times you run out in the woods and have to call signs? Viper coming in. Yeah.
That's when he starts telling Troutman about, how everybody's dead. He's the last one of the is it platoon? Is that the right word?
He's like, they're all gone. He got home and he was dead. He didn't know it. Talking about the last one he found.
And he's like, I was just, he was basically saying, he was like, I was just trying to find something to eat until that, I can't even remember exactly what he says, but until that asshole sheriff gave me a hard time.
Yeah. And then that's when he looks back at him. And then, okay. I get the I know what the National Guard is.
Yeah.
And that it's just people that volunteer to serve if they're needed. But a lot of them do it just for the benefit of it.
Yeah.
And they only have to do it like one weekend a month or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, yeah.
And that's what these guys were. They didn't like fake it or nothing like it.
No.
They all knew each other. It's like, hey. They just call each other by name out in the woods. And everybody's just emptying their guns.
Yeah. Well, and then after they've shot the rocket, and then, Will sees it, and he's all mad. He's like, you need to dig him out. Find the body. And he's like, Will, I've got to go back to the shop in the morning.
He's got to be back at the pharmacy.
The pharmacy, because he's a pharmacist.
It's like, well, it's your mess. You better take care of it. Because he's like, what'd he say? Who's got the, did he say rocket launcher? He said rocket launcher.
Yeah, I think it's rocket launcher.
But it's just a bazooka.
Yeah.
And it was this little chubby dude with the glasses. You see him coming out. I got it. He was so excited to shoot it too. All them guys were just excited to be shooting their guns.
Yeah, because they probably never get to do anything.
Yeah, that's all. Well, they were out there target practicing. They wasn't hitting nothing.
No.
The only person when Rambo empties his one clip, he almost kills every one of them. It like hits right in front of every one of them.
Well, and if you notice, he wasn't trying to kill him. He was just basically like, it was almost like, this is your warning.
Yeah, and then he realized, oh, that was all my bullets. Okay.
Yeah. I do love the fact that he knows exactly what he's doing, and like you said, they do not know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're just hanging out. Like, what do we do, man?
It's the equivalent of going to the range today.
Yeah, it's like we just want to hear plink some steel or poke holes in paper, but yeah.
Well, and they shoot that rocket launcher and it explodes, but then we find out that well, I guess that's the next scene, but we find out he's not dead, of course. But then also, what is it? Will and Troutman, they go to like a bar.
Dude, yeah.
And they start talking, and he's like, I wanted him dead so bad, like Will's saying.
I wanted to kill him, so I wanted to kill that kid so bad I could taste it.
Yeah. Very good scene.
Yeah, excellent. Both of them did great.
Yeah.
Right before that, when Troutman was in the woods, and he was looking... he knew he wasn't dead.
Oh, no. Yeah, because he
looked up, he saw a trail of smoke.
Well, because he could see that mine shaft, there was like an air, they couldn't see the air, but he could see that there was something a way about.
And he was looking up there, and then next thing you know, you see Rambo down there with his torch, fighting through it.
Yeah.
But who knew John Rambo was that scared of rats?
Well, I think it's the fact that I think anybody would be freaking out in a small area if something was crawling on you, and then probably some of it could have been biting him. Yeah,
well, I mean, I can see it to a degree, but
same thing. Going back to Vietnam, rat tunnels and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, in the areas where he was tortured and probably kept, there was probably rats.
Probably. That could come back.
Yeah,
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, definitely.
But the bar, is that the next scene?
What are you talking about?
When Troutman and Will's in the bar, is that this?
I think it's still this scene we're in, because the next scene shows Rambo start crawling through the shaft and stuff like that. So I think it's this scene.
Yeah, in the bar. That was great. Mm-hmm. And the fact that what was it when they're trying to clean up, and they have that conversation, and the fact you start feeling. In a way, that's what I was saying, you kind of empathize with Will a little bit, the way he portrayed this whole scenario. Yeah. He apologized to Troutman over snapping at him when they first get there and being disrespectful. And you're like, okay, well, he's not a total dick, but and then he just totally screws it at the end. But that's when they find out it was the next morning. The sun's coming up.
Yeah, the sun's definitely coming up.
And you see John made it through the tunnel.
Yeah.
He finds and then you see the National Guard.
Okay, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Let me say this, and then we can, if you want to, we can move on. He also says that, I think this was in the earlier scene, but Will also is like, if the prisoner is getting mistreated, then he needs to come to me. He needs to say something to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's trying to justify it for how much of an asshole his men.
Oh yeah.
Especially the one guy that gets killed. Galt. Especially him.
He was the biggest instigator of it all.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But I thought that was great. He was trying to justify it, even though he knew he was wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you guys want to move on? You got anything else for scene 3?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay. All right. So final scene. Rambo crawls through a shaft, encountering military trucks and commandeers one. Will discovers Rambo's survival. Rambo drives through a blockade, a gas station, and blows up an ammo shop, cutting off the town's power. He finds Will atop the police station, shoots him, and he falls through the roof. Troutman intervenes and stops Rambo. Rambo surrenders, leading to his arrest by the state police.
Okay. Rambo just happens when that's when he gets out of the mountain, and he finds the first guy, one guy driving that old Deuce, and what's in the back? What are you hauling? It's an M60. And which, it comes back in the later movies because he picks up an M60 a few other times in the other movies.
That's what I was about to say. Didn't that become like kind of his iconic weapon?
Yeah, he's always
hip
firing with that thing.
Yeah.
Shaking his whole body,
Which probably normal people couldn't really hip fire.
No, that was a heavy gun. That's why it was meant to be on a tripod, you know? But I thought
Coked up John
that was
Rambo.
funny. And then that's when Will finds out the summer radios. What was he doing? He was in the office.
I think he was just kind of like I think he got like a little. He got him some like whiskey or something. He was just sitting down. And he was like just thinking,
of everything that happened.
Yeah, and then that's when they get over the radio. Somebody
says that guy's still around.
Yeah, somebody stole a military truck.
Yeah.
And that's when he's driving that truck, and he's driving down the road, and these cop car tries to take out that big military truck, and he just
drives right through him. He's like, he's in his element at this point.
Well, okay, and that scene where they have that blockade up, that is one of my. I'll go ahead and say it. It's one of my favorite scenes because of the music. He's ramping up, and all of a sudden they're shooting at him, and then the music comes in. It's awesome scene. The music in this is amazing.
Oh yeah, they did a good job. Definitely let you ride that wave of emotion.
Oh yeah, definitely. So he gets through the blockade. He crashes right through those gas pumps at
on
that
purpose.
gas
He did it on purpose.
Yeah, he definitely did it on purpose. And then that's when he pulls out the M60 out of the back.
Well, you think? Okay, think about it. Anytime he's going in to take over a town, he goes after their fuel.
Yeah.
Then he goes after the only place in town that's an ammo or buy weapons.
Yeah.
Blows that place up.
I thought it was funny the fact that ammo shop, it was such like how do I describe this? Like such weak guns compared to his M60. Like it was just a bunch of hunting rifles and pistols.
It wasn't like he going to find ammo in there.
No.
But he walked in and I was like, oh, he got some ammo. No, he just throwing it on the ground. He's making it where nobody else can.
He got all that, gunpowder.
Gunpowder and the
big barrels.
Didn't he get some lantern fuel and he poured it all out?
Yeah. Because it was like barrels of gunpowder that they used to like...
stump removal and stuff?
Removal, yeah. And he just...
This is pre-Tannerite, so.
Well, what was I going to say? I love the fact that after he takes out that gas station and he runs off. They're trying to put out that fire at the gas station.
Dude.
And it's impossible because it's just shooting out
straight
flames.
up. I mean, it's like flamethrowers out of the ground.
And that's when Will starts hearing the explosions across the town. And
yeah, I think he's looking out the windows and he sees he's going around taking out power.
Yeah.
He's blowing up transformers all around the town. And everywhere you think he is, no, he's over here.
Yeah.
And he's paying attention to where everybody is and watching what they're doing. It's just awesome.
Well, that's when Will, he announces over the intercom saying, all right, everybody get inside, nobody on the streets, curfew, whatever. And then, like I said, he blows up that ammo shop, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then we see Will. He grabs. I'm not a gun expert here.
It's like an old school M16.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah. So he grabs one of those and he decides to get on the roof. But then he starts trying to find Rambo. But like you said, it's impossible because he keeps on running to different locations.
Yeah. By the time he sees something happen, he's already gone.
Yeah.
And then it was cool because Rambo comes around the back of the building and he's watching the roof. He knows he's up there.
Yeah, he sees him. Yeah.
He started shooting at the bottom because the police station was the only building that still had power.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And he starts using that big gun to shoot at the ground level.
He blows away.
It.
He blows away that police station.
And then he starts. He does something. What does he do? He throws something and makes Will pop his head up, and then he knows where he is. You remember that?
I think it was when he was shooting the Transformer. I think that's when he was shooting the Transformer, and Will popped his head up real quick, and that's how he saw that he was on the roof.
Because he's not even watching the Transformer. He's watching the top of the building for his head to pop up. He's like, oh, okay, I know where he is.
So, he destroys that police station. I think it's funny. He's doing it out of spite.
Oh, yeah. He's not affecting because they're all gone.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Will's the only one there. Because he sent everyone else to where I think the first explosion was, where the gas station.
Yeah.
And to find out if there's a body or anything. Yeah.
Because that thing is just shooting out flames. It's crazy. So he sees Will on top there. He shoots the police station. He goes in the police station, and I think that's when Will sees him in there. But then Rambo just blows him away through the roof. through
the roof. I mean, dude, you're in a building with drop-in ceilings. There's nothing protecting you.
Yeah.
Once he knows where you are, he could have killed you at any point.
That's when Will gets shot.
It's a bullet this big.
Yeah. He's like,
He falls through the
glass.
Yeah.
The skylight.
And he's like, kill me. Do it. And he's about to do it, but then Troutman stops him.
Well, right before that, when I thought it was a really good scene with him, with Will up there, and he's looking around before Rambo gets in the building, he's looking around at all the destruction.
Yeah.
He's destroyed that entire town.
Yeah.
And he's looking around at all the explosions around him on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell it on his face. He's like, I realize now what I got myself into.
Mm-hmm. Well, and again, he probably shit himself again as he's sitting on that roof.
He didn't have nothing left in him.
No.
Little water came out.
Little water. Yeah. So this was a very emotional scene right here. There's actually I don't think I talk about it later. I'll just go ahead and say it now. But there's actually a alternate ending to this movie. This is where Rambo is telling Troutman what he's going through, what he went through when he came home. How everybody was calling him a baby killer and spitting on him, and
that's probably the first time he's ever said.
Yeah,
he showed his feelings or been able to talk to anyone.
Exactly. Yeah, and Troutman convinces him. This is when he actually starts crying and just telling him about.
Oh, it was emotional.
What he went through. Actually, what he went through over there in Vietnam. Literally, I think he was talking about how there was like a kid that he saw explode or something over in Vietnam.
Yeah, he said he was going to go cruising with him.
Yeah.
It was something from the era.
Yeah.
He said he was going to cruise around in like a 66 Oldsmobile or something. I can't remember the car.
Because like they ran into the kid a lot while they were there, and he saw the kid literally explode.
And the kid was like, said he couldn't ask him to help him find his leg.
Yeah.
I mean, that would mess you up.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've always heard Vietnam was like, we've gone through some pretty bad wars in this country, but I've always heard Vietnam was the worst because it was just like, I think because it was, wouldn't you say it was kind of like new technology compared to like World War II stuff? It was like new ways to kill people, and it was just...
The Vietnamese, they would hide underground. I mean, the bombs they drop would only do minimal damage because everybody'd be underground.
Napalm too, wasn't that?
Napalm.
Yeah.
First time I started using that, and that's where they started really instituting flamethrowers.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, they had them during World War II, but yeah, because
popular.
No, because the over there in Vietnam they like to hide a lot. That's
so
how
they would just shoot the flamethrower in the hole.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, their holes were only like that big.
And we remember in one of the other movies we did, Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
He gave him the flashlight and the 45. Get in that hole. Check that hole, Gump.
Yep. So, he convinces him to stand down, and then that's when they arrest him, and that's pretty much the end of the movie. Well, the alternate ending, he's talking to him. I'm trying to think. I think he winds up killing himself. Or no, I'm trying to think. He either kills himself or Troutman is he forces Troutman to shoot him and kill him.
Wow. Is that like the book ending or something?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There went the franchise.
Oh, I already looked that up. In the novel, he does die.
Yeah.
It ends right there.
Yeah. I think test audience hated the ending.
What, inside the police station?
Yeah, it was all in the police station. That's what I'm saying. I think either Troutman had to kill him because he's like, all right, I'm gonna kill you if you don't kill me, or he kills himself. I can't remember how it exactly is, but yeah, he dies at the end of it.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, Sylvester Stallone did an excellent job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the reviews we read about how horrible it was, I thought it was great.
Yeah, you were right. I looked it up. It says the alternate ending, he kills himself to avoid capture.
Yeah.
That would have...
Yeah. And that
could have ended right there.
That was another thing they probably trained him.
Yeah.
It's like, you're too valuable. You can't let yourself be captured.
Yeah. Well,
would have been pretty cool if he just...
Or if he wasn't going to get captured again because everything he went through when he did get captured, like torture and everything.
I actually don't like the ending. I like that ending. I prefer this ending because it actually shows, him surrendering himself, but he gets I don't like he kills himself. Like
he lets Troutman take him out.
Accepting normalization.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a better ending. Because this is like, can you imagine being in theaters and all of a sudden you just see him kill himself and that's the end of the movie?
Probably more realistic though would have been he would have killed himself after doing all that.
Well, yeah, and I think that's because that's like I said, that was in the book, and there was actually a longest time they were going to do a remake of this where it was actually faithful to the book, more faithful to the book, and they talked about doing Adam Driver, the guy that played Kylo Ren in the They were talking about him to play Rambo.
Marine.
Yeah. So him to play Rambo, but they were actually going to be true to the book. But it just kind of fell through and never came to anything.
It's kind of hard to do something when it's something so ingrained in a...
It definitely turned out good the way it did, but that would have been like a crazy way to go out.
Yeah.
To have all of that movie happen and at the very end, just end it with a complete twist.
Well, I mean, I've seen movies like that where literally the main character just dies at the end, and I'm like, well,
like, I can't take this anymore. Bam.
Yeah. Well, I will say, that's how Running Man ends, right?
Is that supposed to be like the remake, the one you sent me the trailer?
And I don't know if they're going to do that though.
True to the book.
I wonder if they are going to do that. That's the big question. In the Dougie, I don't know if you know this, but in the book, he sacrifices himself and to kill the game show host. Like he crashes a plane into the building and blows up the whole building and kills himself.
Kamikaze.
Yeah.
And that was the end of it.
That'd been a cool, I could see
Well,
that.
apparently the book was a lot more graphic.
Oh yeah, it was a lot darker. A lot darker.
Instead of his cheesy Bob the Builder outfits.
Well,
that was a Stallone thing. Arnold thing.
Yeah, that was definitely Arnold. I mean, because they originally were going to get Christopher Reeves to do that part, but he had to back out or something. I can't remember exactly why. But the book, he was not a good guy. Like, he was doing it for a lot of it for a selfish reason, just to get money and stuff for himself. And he had a kid and everything. But anyways, that's a different movie. We've already done Running Man.
Calm down over there, man.
All right, you guys got anything else for the final scene?
Other than the music that ramps up as he's walking, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about this movie is the music.
I mean, that seemed like such an iconic way for an '80s movies to end. Mm-hmm. You get the music and you see the main person, and then you see the credits roll beside him.
Yeah, it's like they do a freeze frame. He's in the police car?
No, he's
just walking?
standing there beside you, and he's got Troutman's jacket around him.
Yeah.
He's got the handcuffs, and you see him first time he really looks around.
Yeah.
And then it freezes.
Freezes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You guys got anything else for this final scene?
No, that was good.
No? Okay. All right. We're going to do our famous... I keep on saying famous every single time. I don't know why I say that, but...
You might as well just stick with it now. That's the thing.
We've already done it.
All right.
Did not know that.
After watching a rough cut of the film, which was about 3 hours long, Stallone and his agent claimed that the film was so bad that it made them sick. Stallone also feared that the film would kill his career, and he attempted to buy all the footage and destroy it. When he couldn't do that, he suggested that the producers cut much of his part and let the rest of the characters tell the story. After heavy edits, the film was cut down to 93 minutes and set precedent for future action movies.
Huh. I wonder if there's like a 3-hour cut out there somewhere in a vault.
Well, I'm assuming that probably all the deleted scenes, of course, that are on the Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, are probably on there. But also, when they filmed it, he might have filmed it closer to the book. Maybe the book is more about him than it is about the rest of the characters. All right, so one last one. A lot of hesitation came from the studio about Rambo's final breakdown in the film. Stallone fought tooth and nail for the scene. Nothing he felt the soldiers... No, I'm sorry. Let me restart that. Stallone fought tooth and nail for the scene, noting he felt the soldiers were going through similar pushback from society needed their story told. The stories Rambo rants about in the final moments are real stories.
It was a great scene. I'm glad he kept it in there.
All right. All right. So, Dougie, let's start with you. You want to give your number one quote or your favorite quote?
Don't push it, or I'll give you a war you won't believe. That was my favorite line.
Okay, cool. Doug, what about your favorite quote? Or
my favorite one. I think when Will's in the bar with Troutman, and he looks at him and says, I wanted to kill that kid so bad I could taste it.
That's a great line.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's definitely one of the best.
It's hard to pick.
It is hard to pick. Dougie, I'm probably just going to go with your line because that is like probably the best. I think it's probably the best line in the movie, honestly. It's such an awesome scene because you could see the fear in Will's eyes. And like I said, he
peed himself.
Oh, he peed and shit himself, most likely. Doug, what about the best part of the movie for you?
Oh, man. I don't know how to pick a best part. I mean, from the time he gets on the dirt bike to time he walks out of the police station, it's just nonstop. But I'd have to say the best part's the speech he gives to me at the end of it when he's talking trap right before he gives up.
Oh yeah, that's a great
That's
one.
probably one of the because I don't know, it was just a powerful scene.
Yeah, Dougie, what about best part of the movie for you?
I'm gonna go with the whole ending scene in the jail where he just demolishes the place.
Okay, yeah, shoots it up and everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
It was that, or a close second for me was just the beginning part where he escapes the jail because it's just so goofy watching him fight and apparently breaking somebody's nose.
I want to say mine is probably after he steals that military truck. He drives through that barricade and that music that they play.
Oh,
blows
kicks
up
in?
the
Yeah.
Oh, it's well, not even the gas station part. Just when he goes through that barricade and he's just like, it's almost like he jumps the.
Well, he
the trucks.
lands on
He
on
hits them
top
so
of other
hard.
cars.
Yeah, he just.
Truck didn't even slow down.
No, not at all. Not at all. Even cars back then couldn't take a military truck like that. Let's see, Doug. What about your favorite character?
Favorite character?
There's only two.
Dude, it's Stallone. It has to be Stallone.
Okay, Dougie.
Like I said, there's only two, and you have to pick. And I'm going with Rambo. There's no other answer. Well, there is one, but
You're wrong.
I'm gonna say
Will. It's okay. We know.
I'm actually gonna say Troutman. I love his character. I mean, Rambo is a close second, but Troutman, I like the fact that he knows what Rambo is willing to do, and he knows what he's going to do. And another part we didn't even mention is when he tells him when he first meets Will and the
Right. When
he says,
tells him what
"Won't
he's
you won't you just let him go?" And he's like, "Let him go." He's like, "Yeah." Well, and then a couple weeks later, you'll find him up in Seattle working at a gas station, and then you can just arrest him there, and there'll be no trouble. I don't know. I love that little speech.
Well, he also ties the entire movie together if you really think
Yeah.
about it, because at the end of the day, the movie ends with him being the actual person who saves the day.
Well, Troutman's the bridge between Rambo and the society that he's in right now.
Right.
So without that bridge, they're too far apart
Yeah.
to come together.
Yeah. Definitely.
So that's a high pick.
All right. I don't know. I've always liked. I think Derek actually gave me a Troutman figure
yeah.
somewhere.
Shout out to Derek and his Rambo collection.
Oh yeah, Troutman. He fell down actually. He's back there. All right, so let's go ahead and give our score and our final thoughts. Dougie, let's start with you.
What are we giving it out of?
Out of 5.
Well, it's always
out of
5.
I know, but popcorn, buckets, stars.
Whatever. Machine guns, M60s,
you want-
bullets.
I'm gonna go 4.5 M60s out of 5.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Nice.
So 4.5.
And for anybody out there who has not watched this movie, go watch it. You'll like it. It's a great movie. Everything ties together. It's all just one big cinematic masterpiece. That's really all there is to say about it.
Nice.
Doug, final score and final thoughts?
Okay, I'll go 4 M60s out of 5. Great movie. It's definitely a slice of a time period that, there's a lot of nostalgia factor. So absolutely, one definitely one of the top 5 movies anybody should have in a rotation to just bring out once every, bring it out and watch it.
Yeah.
Put it on.
All right.
I guarantee you put this movie on and you start watching at any point, you'll have to sit down and watch what's left. You have to find out what happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you said a 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like I said earlier, this was always a staple in our house. Love this movie. I actually think it's better than the sequels. I mean, I know the sequels kind of go downhill as they go. 2 is
They got their own charm.
yeah, 2 is still good, but then I remember 3 being very cheesy and
Well, the newest one they came out with, Last Blood. I mean, it was all right. It was pretty cool.
I didn't care for it.
That was the only one that actually come back to the States.
Yeah, because what was
Yeah.
it the fourth? Or is it the fourth one? He was in
Korea?
Was it Korea?
Was it Korea?
Okay, yeah.
And it was it Vietnam, the second one? And then the third one was Saudi Arabia and like Iran and stuff.
Was it okay? I haven't seen the third one in so long. I don't even remember, so I don't know.
You know,
But,
he kills all those helicopters with a bow and arrow.
Yeah. Well, because I remember at the end of the fourth one, he goes home. Like he's walking down the road, and you can see his family's house.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where he's living in the fifth one.
Yeah. And then in the newest one, he digs all those trenches underground.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think he might have just been too old to do it. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like.
Oh, the ending kill was awesome, dude.
I think
I was gonna say the traps that he had made in the new one were peak. All right, you're not beating like the homemade.
He was in his element.
crossbow fires. Like it was.
I think my biggest issue with the fourth and fifth one, there was too much CGI blood. Every time he would shoot somebody, it was CGI blood, CG, and I just.
Well, have you seen the one where like they see in the fourth one they take out the they CG out that big gun that 50 cal he's killing all the Koreans with, and it just looks like he's holding thumbs up.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Well, and I think I saw another one where they put a smile on him too with the thumbs up. But yeah, like I said, this was always a staple in our house, and it's definitely I think it's the best one out of the entire series,
Without a doubt.
And I'm gonna give it a 4.75.
Ooh, you just had to be a little better.
It's great, and it's definitely I think it definitely is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite action movies of all time.
I have to say I forget how good it was after several years of not rewatching it.
So for all the fans, it's not perfect, but it's as close to perfect as you're gonna get.
So that wound up being with our average score
4.41.
4.41.
It's pretty good.
That's great.
We're above Roger Ebert.
Oh yeah. Well, and I think we're above everybody's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, literally, we gave it at least all 4s. So
Yeah.
I think we're all good. All right, you guys got anything else?
That's all.
I'm good. Great.
All right. I'm gonna do a little promotion here.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
All right. Hey guys, if you're loving this podcast, be sure to click follow on your favorite podcast app. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we're also on YouTube. We don't have any video yet, but it's still just the podcast.
Infancy.
Yes. Give us a review, 5-star rating. Maybe you can share an episode that you love with a friend.
Write down how awesome I am.
Don't fall for it.
Or hate, whatever.
All right. That's all for today's episode, folks. We hope you enjoyed our war in the world of 1982's First Blood. Join us next time on Video Rental as we tackle another classic movie. Until then, stay cinematic and remember, I could have killed them all. I could have killed you. In a town, you're the law. Out here, it's me. Don't push it. Don't push it, or I'll give you a war you won't believe. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.